Tzu Chi volunteers in Cambodia hold an aid distribution and free clinic at Dangkor Landfill in Phnom Penh. Tzu Ching alumni celebrate the 20th anniversary of Tzu Chi Collegiate Association in Malaysia.
Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi Philippines chapter goes to Dreamland village of Cavite province every season to distribute rice and aid supplies. Since Tzu Chi volunteers have long been organizing humanitarian activities for the children at the distributions, such activities have harmonized the interaction among local residents.
Here at the seasonal aid distribution in Dreamland village of Cavite, each participant comes to receive the rice and daily supplies in an orderly way. One can hear the volunteers and recipients saying thanks to one another, making this event full of peaceful atmosphere. It is because there is always another team who designs humanitarian classes every time when they come to Dreamland village, attracting more than 100 children.
Payback lang po sa kanila.
Other scholarship recipients, my classmates and I will reach out to wherever help is needed to help those in need with the way that Tzu Chi has taught us.
Peers' influence helps spread love and goodness much faster. A total of 35 Tzu Chi scholarship recipients from Manila and Dreamland Village are divided into different groups to share Jinsi aphorisms with 161 students from local elementary schools to senior high schools.
I think I love my parents more than before because I've learned the importance of filial piety at the lecture held by Tzu Chi. We should cherish and love our parents forever.
All of the children express their sincere gratitude to their parents in the cards. When the parents personally listen to their children expressing love to them, they all shed tears of joy and happiness.
This year, Tzu Chi volunteers in Cambodia finally obtained the permission to host rice distributions at Dangkor Landfill in Phnom Penh. Recently, the volunteers made a visit to this area to hold an aid distribution and a free clinic, benefiting about 1,600 families.
After 3 years of care for this garbage dump, Tzu Chi volunteers in Cambodia can finally host an aid distribution in this area. At the occasion, 1,588 families can receive not only rice, but also medical supplies for treating their skin diseases.
The rice which we received last year can sustain us for half a month, so we can save a lot of money. If we still have extra money, we can pay the rent, the water bill, and the electricity bill. Thanks Tzu Chi for giving us the rice. I wish everything goes smoothly for Tzu Chi.
The sharing, the love, yeah, okay. The sharing, the happiness, okay. And the sharing, you know, there are a lot of experience from the Tzu Chi and to the poor people just out here. Yeah. So I think that is very, very important for them.
After many times of contact, the volunteers discovered that many people cannot afford to pay medical expenses. Therefore, Tzu Chi also set up a clinical area at this year's aid distribution, where doctors from Singapore and Cambodia work together to provide services of general medicine and dentistry.
When the garbage was dumped out of the garbage truck, the smell was so strong that I could hardly breathe. I also inhaled dust. I don't have the extra money to go to the clinic to treat my cough.
Dangkor Landfill is the only garbage dump for a population of 2 million people in Cambodia. Many people from other regions rely on this garbage dump to make a living, and they have to brave the risks of life and health to scavenge.
When we pick up the garbage, the dirty water may spray on our skins. Since I'm already this old, I'm unable to go to other places to work, so I can only come here to collect the garbage.
Although we only provide them with little rice, we come here to encourage them and offer them medical services. In addition to promoting recycling and Tzu Chi bamboo coin banks, we also encourage their children to go to school.
After learning about the scavenger situation, Tzu Chi volunteers try their best to find any ways that help lift the next generation out of poverty, giving them love and hope.
In Taiwan, many seniors in New Taipei City's Gongliao have to travel for hours to seek medical help. Therefore, most of them rather choose to buy medicine at pharmacies to solve their health problems. Since 2002, TIMA's Northern Chapter has been offering free medical services in this area once every 2 months to provide them with needed care.
I always have a goal in my mind. as I must help out at the free clinic and go to remote areas to care for the needy at least once a month.
The medical team from Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital will never be absent from this free clinic, which is held once every 2 months. Each time, some youngsters also come to help.
Children who are always busy will not return home until these seniors phone them. So these seniors felt very happy when they saw us and received greetings from us.
The happiness of these seniors appears on their faces. This time, some nurses also accompany the seniors to sing children's songs, allowing this 96-year-old senior to become young again.
Actually, they have already forgotten many things. Now that since they suffer from dementia, we can help them find back their young hearts and regain happiness.
To make it more convenient for the community seniors to seek medical help near their homes, Mr. Yang lends his home as the venue of the free clinic.
All of the neighbors here live nearby, so it will be closer for them to see the doctors here. I will be too far away for the seniors to walk to the Dongxing Temple to seek medical assistance.
The doctor provided quality services. He asked about my symptoms very carefully. It's great.
In addition to conducting house calls, Tima also provides services at the activity center in Gongliao so that the patients can receive examinations with medical equipment here.
Some diabetes patients only take the medication for treating their diabetes. They didn't even have their eyes checked up, so we gave them examinations. The patients are our teachers. Until we witness suffering, will we realize how fortunate we truly are.
From 2008, Tima has regularly helped PVS patients with teeth cleaning and scaling. Because many of these individuals don't show any reaction, it takes dentists more time to clean their teeth. From the year 2000, Tima has been working with a care home in Nantou to offer this service. While every new clinic is a challenge, it is something that Tima members find very rewarding.
In less than 15 minutes, 3 different sets of mobile dental equipment have been set up. These mentally and physically challenged individuals who lie in this care home and once feared dental care are now being treated. They obediently sit and wait as team of volunteers provide instruction.
After doing this clinic for a few years, I found that I have a really loving heart, and I feel that all of these patients can feel and share this love.
From 2004, we gradually increased the number of care homes which we serve, and now we assist 13 nursing homes. According to the number of people we need to treat, we arrange our schedule.
When dealing with patients who cannot communicate, getting them to open their mouths to check their teeth can be quite difficult. Dentists say the patient needs to be controlled in order to prevent them from getting hurt by the dental equipment, requiring help from 2 to 3 volunteers.
Some will be restless and we need to hold them down. We need to control them and ensure their safety.
To reduce the fear that many may experience when having their teeth cleaned, the medical staff has even modified the dental equipment to be more convenient for those with mobility issues. For example, some no longer need to leave their wheelchairs.
You can let the wheelchair lean on this side, which is a little easier, and we can adjust the height. This suitcase contains dental equipment with an integrated operating interface.
It really helps a lot because these individuals cannot get normal dental care. They can't control themselves when seeing a dentist, so when they come here, they have less fear.
This teeth cleaning scene also took place in 2010 at Taoyuan's Shayue Care Home.
Often after coming and having regular contact with them, we develop affections and become friends. Later they will say thank you, Mr. Huang, and give us a hug.
In addition to helping the disabled clean their teeth, they treat other bedridden PVS patients, which proved to be an even more difficult challenge. When working on people who don't show any reaction, this healthcare team has encountered a number of other problems and challenges.
While there's a lot of dental plaque, and if we use the normal equipment or a general dental aspirator, it might not be powerful enough, so he might just get stuck in his teeth.
This dental team uses a dry-wet vacuum system which provides lots of suction. During the scaling process, they also have to pay attention to what the patient is swallowing dental calculus, as they need to monitor the health signs of PVS patients.
They might swallow dental calculus or water in their throat or airway, with the possibility of a fever or cough, as it can become very serious and even leading to death.
To provide dental treatment for PVS patients, this dental team needs to work 3 to 4 times longer than treating other patients.
A patient needs a dentist and dental assistant, and 2 volunteers help adjust their posture. We also need someone to help with the lights and moving the beds, which requires 2 Tzu Chi brothers and sisters, so we need 7 volunteers for just 1 patient.
It's more difficult than imagined, as we need to adjust ourselves to those patients. After doing it for a while, our muscles get fatigued, but we need to keep going and maintain the same position.
Although it's not easy, from 2008 onwards, TIMA has expanded this service from Taichung's Genesis Social Welfare Home to similar locations in Nanto's Taoyuan, Miaoli, Taoyuan, Taipei, and Taidong. As long as there are patients in need, TIMA will respond with the needed medical service.
To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Tzu Chi Collegiate Association in Malaysia, Tzu Ching alumni gathered at Kuala Lumpur Jing Si Hall, where they reunited with their Dharma families, recalling the footprints of Tzu Ching over the years. Let's join them there.
278 Tzu Ching alumni gathered at the Jing Si Hall in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Tzu Ching.
At this occasion, Tzu Ching alumni can recall the days when we held activities in our college years. We can also think back how we formed a good affinity with Master Zheng Yan and what promises we had made.
After graduating from college, each one of them is busy with their family. It's a rare opportunity for them to get together and recall those old days.
I want to find back my initial aspiration. Since we have already stepped into the society to work, it seems that I cannot find my initial aspiration anymore. However, by attending this event, I have found back the joy of serving others.
It's time for us to find the feeling of when we served as a Tzu Ching. I have been serving in Penang for years, and sometimes I feel tired. I hope by attending this event I can recharge my energy. I will continue to influence the Tzu Chings here.
Chen Cheng-yi, who was the Tzu Ching of the first year, is going to become a certified Tzu Chi volunteer this year.
In the beginning, I needed to work very hard because I didn't have a good condition, but I never regret walking this path.
Lei Xiong-tin, who used to be a Tzu Ching, insists on walking the right path as he has been serving as Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor chapter for over a decade.
Not until the disaster occurred did I start to reflect on my life. It was when I started to think about the direction in my life. At that time, I thought I should choose to walk the Tzu Chi path. That's why I chose to work at Tzu Chi's affiliate.
Although time has flown, the compassion and goodness will forever remain in their hearts.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to deliver assistance to the affected residents. Since many affected residents have evacuated to Dallas, Tzu Chi volunteers also visited those who are staying at apartments provided by the government in Dallas. As many affected residents are in desperate need of cash, the volunteers gave out cash cards, hoping to help them get through the tough times.
Dallas Tzu Chi volunteers have come to the apartment where Hurricane Harvey victims are staying, bringing with them cash cards and blankets.
We know they pay for you 3 months.
Right.
We just worry you not find a job yet. Maybe you need some.
Maybe you find a job, you still got to wait for 2 weeks, 10 days, or 10
maybe you
or 1 week
need some money to buy the food.
Upon learning that the couple's life has stabilized because the husband found a job, the volunteers deliver their best wishes.
Next year you are different. Yes. You got own car next year. Trust me.
Although these hurricane victims have a place to stay now, many of them are in need of cash.
No cash. I come up with a little food, you know, but when it's gone, it's gone. If you're going to help me, I want to tell you something, Mr. Lane. I'm a pipe fitter from Port Arthur.
Seeing how Rebecca's place is empty, the volunteers give out cash card to help her get through the tough times. She has also adopted a coin bank.
Then you come to me, and then I give you that. Okay, that's what you mean. I got it. Thank you. I put it right here, baby.
Thank you.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey, although many hurricane victims have not been able to settle down, the volunteers will continue to deliver the needed assistance, along with sincere wishes and love.
71-year-old Ma Shiying of Beijing, China, lives with his wife and 2 daughters. Unfortunately, his wife suffers from cancer, and their daughters are also disabled. Therefore, Ma Shiying has to work on the farm to support the family. For the past 5 years, Tzu Chi volunteers have been helping them financially. As the fall is here, the volunteers mobilized to help this family harvest corn.
There's much rain this year. Grandpa said there wasn't enough rain last year, so he didn't have enough to eat.
His farmland is 2.4 acres, so when I heard it, I thought, wow, it would take him 3 to 4 days because there will be so much work to do. He'll be on his own, his wife can help him, and he is so old. But we have over 20 people today, so we are very powerful. We have harvested half of the crop. It's very fast. Many people mean a lot of strength. Tzu Chi's strength is quite wonderful.
From October 2013, we began harvesting corn for them. This is our 5th year. The volunteers who come harvesting increase in number every year. Everyone's love is also increasing every year.
We help Mr. and Mrs. Ma harvest the corn with our little strength. We also gain a lot from it. Otherwise, I would have a headache. Otherwise, I would not have the ability because of my old age and other people in my family are sick. Your timely help saved me.
In Taiwan, the Ministry of Health and Welfare has implemented a welfare policy for children from low or middle income families since June of this year. A special account will be set up for the children to help with their future education and developments. The parents will be required to deposit a monthly amount of $40 while the government will match the same amount. When the child turns 18, they'll have $18,000. Let's learn more about this policy.
Since June of this year, the Ministry of Health and Welfare has launched a welfare policy in which a special account is created for children's future education and development.
This special account for children's future education and development is created mainly based on asset accumulation. To help them pursue education and seek jobs in the future, we create a virtual account for them so that they can save money each month. We also have to deposit receipts so they can can see how much money they have saved. This way, they will avoid withdrawing the money before they become adults.
The implementation of this welfare policy allows parents of low or middle-income families can save 1,250 new Taiwan dollars each month. For those who are unable to save these amounts of money each month, they can add these insufficient amounts at the end of the year. For each year, they can save up to 15,000 new Taiwan dollars. The governments will help save the same amounts of money so that when children turn 18, they will have 550,000 new Taiwan dollars, which can be spent on education, jobs, or their own businesses. After the children become adults, they can use this fund by simply submitting their university registration forms or the certificates of health and labor insurances. However, some social welfare groups doubt that whether the children can really rely on this money to lift out poverty after they become adults.
Helping these children pursue a stable education or develop an expertise until they have the ability to be self-reliant is the key to lift them out of poverty. As they grow up, there will be civic groups or the government working together to constantly care for their living conditions.
Many social welfare groups think that it is difficult for poor families to save money. In addition, whether the government has enough budget to continue this policy is still a question, as how to lift the next generation out of poverty still requires follow-up complementary measures.
In Taiwan, Father Brendan O'Connell, who is also known by his Chinese name Gan Huizhong, has served for more than half a century for Taiwan, working in early childhood education. He obtained Taiwan ID card at the beginning of this year and has been invited to lead everyone to sing the national anthem at the National Day celebration. Before the actual performance, he has practiced diligently.
三民主义无党手中。
You didn't get it wrong. 81-year-old Father Brendan O'Connell is practicing singing the national anthem.
一心一德，万杀始终。
Smiling shyly when singing in the wrong key, can you imagine what challenge Father Brendan is going to take? Singing the national anthem in front of the presidential palace at National Day celebration, Father Brendan, who has dedicated more than half a century to Taiwan and has received Taiwan ID card at the beginning of the year, is going to lead everyone to sing the national anthem as a Taiwanese on this special day.
I hope I can remember all the lyrics and sing the song completely.
He's now a true Taiwanese. He cares a lot about his identity.
To give a wonderful performance, Father Brendan spares his time practicing the national anthem, though he's busy with educational work. In addition, he also works very hard to do rehab for his injured ankle, so he can walk onto the stage on the double 10th day.
In Guatemala, to celebrate Children's Day and the anniversary of the reconstruction of Tzu Chi School in Palencia's Villa de Oriente, Tzu Chi volunteers held a charity sale. The teachers, parents, and students all gave their wholehearted support to the sale. We'll leave you with these images at the end of the program. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.